and welcome back to another Van Zeek's ASMR.
Wes, you should make your own standalone on Van Zeek's ASMR channel. People will tune into that.
I'm going to be pouring wine into my hello chalice.
Somebody said press juror number 5 for a funny thing.
Yeah, I'll do it.
If we have time.
I'm good with it. Hold it. You mean it's poisoned?
That's right. It happened to Todd a few times now.
This is most troubling indeed.
And has nothing to do with this goddamn case.
It's always days like this one when I don't get any wages. I get in at tea time, see? And I see her doing it. My wife.
What?
She gets that devilish look on her face as she slips some white powder into my cup.
Oh no, that's just cocaine. She wants you to have a little pick-me-up. And you drink it anyway?
Yeah, it's delicious. I was brought up proper, I was. If someone gives you a cuppa, you drink it.
And what happened to you? What did it taste like?
It was god-awful, believe you me. Salty as hell.
She's not poisoning you. She's just adding too much salt.
I wonder if it's she's
I guess
trying
you
to put
can-
sugar in, but she's
yeah.
putting salt in.
I think you can get salt poisoning, but
Then I think perhaps what your wife put in your tea was salt.
No! So, she doesn't even care enough to poison me properly, eh? Unbelievable.
My guy, what?
yep, she's just bad at poisoning you.
Let's move on, please.
Okay. What's... Blowing too hard extinguish everything in your house, and then you're in real trouble. Do we have... Like, we don't
Well,
have...
you can only pit. You can't even present evidence.
Oh, that's true. Okay, well,
Yeah, so who do we need to pit him against?
you're in real trouble.
Is it 6 saying there's nothing else that could have done it?
Oh, are they saying he blew into the pipe and was gas poisoned?
Yeah, I don't know what they're going.
Hmm.
You might need to press him real quickly.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, let's try it.
In for a penny, in for a threepence. Does that mean that if the victim could be shown to have ingested something else, you'd change your mind?
Sorry, what's that now?
Oh, I was just saying, if the victim did actually eat or drink something else that night...
What's the matter with you? Stop
Sorry?
talking so loud! I said if nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? Haven't you been listening to me at all?
I feel there's an English expression about a pot in a kettle that's appropriate here.
Compared to the other jurors who don't even appear to have anything to say about the case at all, it would seem that this elderly gentleman has been listening to the proceedings far more intently.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't talk about gas, so... I suppose... The trouble
It's a
is...
start.
He has selective...
He has selective hearing.
Exactly. But still... This juror may well be the key to the breakthrough that we just so desperately need. Okay, so...
Yeah, maybe it's trying to pit you
Yeah,
juror 2 or 3 against him.
I think that's all we really have here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is hopeless. There's no way for me to appeal to these people.
I do think that the only way we shall overcome this difficult situation is by exposing the way in which Mr. Shamspeare was really poisoned.
Yeah, okay, that's it. That's
Oh,
it. It's...
wait a minute. I wonder if it's because the way he gets gas to enter people's rooms is by blowing into the
Yeah.
pipes, and that's how he kills people.
Yeah, and he got sick by doing it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how he.
Yeah,
he's trying. He tried to kill Natsume by
I think
blowing
that's what
it
they're
with fire.
trying to lead us towards.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good. I didn't
Yeah,
expect that. So cool.
Yeah.
We have to prove that it happened some other way, and not via Mr. Natsume's tea.
Yes, I know. The trouble is, I have absolutely no idea how it did happen.
Mr. Naruhodo, I wonder if perhaps there's something you might have forgotten.
Oh, like what?
That if you download State of Survival now, you'll get the legendary hero Lucky, and use
No,
the code
no.
Lucky2023.
We're not sponsored by them, God damn it! But if they wanted to sponsor us, we would shield the fuck out of their game.
It's important to watch everyone involved and pursue people if they react to something someone else says. If you'd like me to remind you exactly what I mean, I'd be more than happy to, of course.
Once again, Soseki-san's fate is entirely in my hands here. I probably owe it to my client to hear any advice my assistant may be able to offer. So perhaps I ought to let Susato-san remind me. And then again, no, we're good.
No.
International Women's Month? No. Actually, I don't think there's any need. It's vital that we start trying to change these jurors' minds as soon as possible.
Of course, I'm sure you're right. But if you decide you would like your memory refreshed, you need only ask, Mr. Naruhodo.
Soapy says, Zach, do you want to take that back? That wasn't me, that was Naruhodo. That was Ryan, he said that. Okay, so we're pitting 3 against
Now
6.
wait, pit 6 against 3, so we can see 3's reaction.
Oh, or is that how it works?
Yeah. It's the second one is the one you zoom in on, I think.
Just so we can get a good holy shit moment.
Of course. Listen, the chat.
I want it so
I
bad.
demand it.
I want it
demand
so
it.
bad.
Oh, I was wrong.
No!
Holy shit!
It's still funny.
That's okay. We got him.
Jesus Christ!
These two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good gracious! To whose statements do you refer, counsel?
My statement that Natsume is innocent and Van Zeek's statement that he's guilty. These clearly contradict because he cannot both be innocent and
Damn
guilty.
You've caught us.
Station examination over. I win.
You've caught us in a legal loophole, Mr. Naruhodo.
If the prosecutor and the defense disagree.
The case cannot continue.
Damn. Juror number 6. Did you hear what juror number 3 just said?
What? Yes, of course. I heard him mumbling about something or other.
So you didn't.
There is another explanation here, I believe. Something besides Mr. Natsume's tea did, in a manner of speaking, pass the victim's lips on the night in question.
What? What explanation?
I wonder, did the police check in the mouth of the gas pipe feeding the wall at the scene to see if there were any traces of poison there?
I was curious to see what your floundering would result in this time, but a mouth of a gas pipe.
Oh, and that spot on the wall where he held his hands up because he was getting railed, the gas pipe is behind that.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Scotland Yard.
That's where he does his blowing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does his
So
blowing up against the wall.
That's
So
where
it
the
wasn't
glory
about-
hole is.
It wasn't about sex. It was about sex. Duh.
Scotland Yard have enough to do without exploring such irrelevance.
Yes, I did it just like this. This is the position that I found myself in against the wall.
You won't believe at what height the hole in the wall is.
What a piece of work is a man.
A miserable pile of secrets. What are you trying to say, Mr. Shamspeare?
What speakest thou? Prithee, is it not strange and strange? That is what I say to thee, sir.
I thought I'd been quite clear, but let me put it another way. The strychnine could have been on the mouth of the gas pipe that feeds the wall in your room. And that is how the poison came to enter your body.
Good Lord.
Are they tasty, them gas pipes? Is that what he's saying?
What? How did you get that from what I just said?
Yes, they're
Or is the gentleman
delicious.
suggesting that the poor man was so desperately hungry he tried to fill his belly with gas?
Is
Why are none of
anybody
you paying
listening to me?
Why are none of you paying attention?
Perhaps no actress will perform a kiss scene with him. Hmm?
Okay, see, that one's funny.
Fucking got
That's
him.
pretty brutal.
That one's funny.
That's pretty brutal.
For shame, madam, speaking thy fancy. I assure you I'm not such a buffoon that I have to kiss pipes.
This man's like,
Kiss
I get
my
lots of
pipe."
on-stage partners, and they like my kisses.
This is no summation examination. This is a farce. The prosecution will not stand for any more of my learned Nipponese friends' conjecture. To begin with, the lamp in the victim's room is high on the wall. In order to have placed his lips to the pipe that feeds it, he would have to be a contortionist. These are empty assertions. There is no possible proof that the man did as you say.
That was like 3 lines of dialogue that he broke 2 glasses on.
I know.
It's...
Hey, guess what? We do have proof.
Yeah, we do. We literally have proof, Ryan. It's true. I have no proof that Mr. Shamspeare put his lips to the pipe. He straight up says, I don't know if this man gave a blowjob, but I can say with some certainty that on multiple occasions, he blew people. Mr. Shamspeare has been doing something in front of God and man, in front of that lamp on his wall.
God damn it. Mr. Natsume has been laying pipe, and Mr. Shamspeare has been blowing it.
And I have evidence to prove it. He's about as straight as that rod.
All right, you've got our attention, lad. I'd like to see how you can be so sure of yourself.
So would I. Let's see this evidence then.
Now that I've got the jury's ear, I need to make this opportunity count. This is the proof that time and time again, Mr. Shamspeare stood in front of his gas lamp.
It's one of the newest things we got, yeah?
Handprints
that.
on
Yep,
the wall.
there it is.
Yeah.
That he was bent up against the wall.
What the?
These are... Wait, what are they called? Yes, skin prints that were found at the scene.
Skin Prince Council? I've never heard of such a thing.
That's terrible.
The Justice Ministry is... Now, is that a German thing? Because I don't
Because
need
if
to remind
not, it
you.
sucks.
The Justice Ministry is currently assessing whether or not to permit fingerprints as evidence in court, however.
Skin prints are like ballistic prints for the hands.
My lord, this is an exciting new forensic technique developed by the great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Call him Hairlock
No, don't say-
Sholmes.
don't
Make
say
them think
that
he's
because-
German.
Don't say Sholmes did it because then they're gonna dismiss it immediately.
It reveals all the places that Mr. Shamspeare touched in his room.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, that's black magic, isn't it?
Well, if anyone could invent something like this, it's the great Sholmes fellow, that's for sure. I agree. This month's edition of Engineering Thumbs was quite fascinating.
What? What?
Yes, it's a magazine about making all sorts of different thumbs.
and where you
All
can
right, Zach,
put
here's
them.
your opportunity. Put up the gif of the thumbs from Spy Kids. I knew you downloaded it for a reason.
Oh, I have it. Give me 2 seconds. No, I didn't mean to click the forward. I gotta go to the Eye of the Somnium Files folder. Bah!
Yeah,
There it is.
baby.
It's terrifying.
Those are some engineering thumbs right there.
Why is it wearing strawberry skin as a shirt? It's the worst. Anyways, there we go.
Oh my god.
So very weird
What
that-
was that? What was that last line?
I thought it was...
Because you skipped a line.
We found skin prints in many places that you would expect. On the table, on the costumes, on Mr. Natsume. However, Mr. Shamspeare also appears to have been touching some very unexpected places in his room. A wink, a wink.
Wink.
For example, here.
Around the hanging picture there, indeed, multiple handprints appear to be visible.
Well, I wonder, could he have been appreciating the artwork, perhaps?
At first, my colleagues and I thought the same. However, imagine standing
Sucks.
with your hands where those prints are, and you would bleh? Imagine standing with your hands where those prints are, and you would find yourself standing directly in front of.
In front of. Ah! I don't believe it. The gas lamp.
Yeah, I don't know who said that one.
It was me.
Though the reason why isn't immediately obvious, it's clear that Mr. Shamspeare has regularly been standing with his hands to the wall in front of that lamp, doing what
damn it.
only God may know.
Right. What have you been up to, you nut? You nut.
That's what I've been up.
No,
That's
no, no,
what
no.
I've been
What
up
have you
to.
been up to? You nut.
You nut,
Yes, verily. You are correct. That is what I have been up to.
bro. I'd ask the court to recall juror number 4's earlier statement.
Me? What did I say?
You said that blowing into a gas pipe would make the lights in the entire building flicker. And now, if you recall juror number 3's statement,
What? Me now?
when the gas worker who visited his home blew with too much force into the pipe, it caused all the lights and the gas stove to go out and gas to start leaking into the rooms. Obviously, that incident was an accident. However, the simple fact is, if Mr. Shamspeare were to have blown hard into the gas pipe here in his room, he could have extinguished every other light and gas stove in the building at will.
Crikey! Are you suggesting that the man purposefully caused the gas to... Hello and welcome back to another Van Zeek's ASMR.
Shit, Wes, you should make your own standalone Van Zeek's ASMR channel. People would fucking tune into that.
I'm going to be pouring wine into my hello chalice. Whilst I acknowledge that the prosecution is required to remain silent during a summation examination,
Yeah, stay that way, bitch.
I must toast to my learned friend's utter disregard for the letter of the law.
You don't even know how many letters are in the word law.
That's not true. Is it 4?
What is the meaning of
4
this,
and a
Lord Van
half?
Zeeks?
4 and a number.
This curious photograph, or whatever it is, presented by the defense, the so-called skin prints. Clearly, that cannot be accepted as any form of usable evidence in this case.
But But it's an exciting new forensic technique developed by a great detective.
It's nothing. A mere toy developed by an amateur sleuth with too much time on his hands.
Certainly. Even research of this nature by the esteemed Mr. Sholmes cannot be recognized by the court as formal evidence.
So I know this case takes obviously place before Case 5 of the last game, but it's really silly that they're doing this again.
Yeah.
Sholmes
Listen,
invented
Pridge.
something. You can't use it though. Like,
Yeah.
Listen, Pridge. This is a new game. We gotta reintroduce all of the plot points.
Yeah.
we don't actually have to though.
Please,
We
my lord,
actually
if I may.
don't.
Miss Susato?
It was not the defense's intention to submit the skin prints as formal evidence. We merely wish to present the results of the great detective's investigation of the scene as a tool by which to explain a possibility to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Get wrecked.
And if the trial were to come to an end now, we should never learn the truth behind these mysterious handprints that everyone has now seen.
Wait, did Susato just do this doesn't count as evidence, but it's in your head now,
Yeah.
so it's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
evidence.
She did.
Absolutely what she's doing.
Whoa!
I don't believe we can allow that to happen, and I'm sure the jurors would agree.
Whoa, that's like a Francisca von
Big
Karma
Brit.
tactic. Holy
Yeah, that's
shit.
someone in the comments said, yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right. Whether those strange handprints are a significant clue or not, it's there for us to decide.
Juror number 3?
Oh, yes, I do declare the great detective's investigation results should sound absolutely fascinating. And I want to hear what that shady actor fellow has to say about those shady handprints.
All right. We got two of them.
2?
What's the matter with you two? That was foolhardy.
Well, I did say it, didn't I? And I don't like to break a promise.
No, wait! You heard his lordship. It's not fair dingham to...
Yeah!
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo.
No, Susato, that was you.
That was
You
all
did that.
you, let's be clear.
I know, I'm just being humble. If just one more juror changes his or her mind, Mr. Natsume's trial will have to continue.
Thank you, Miss Susato. But I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, no, it was you who identified the clue after all. This is very much your success.
That's also good. I have so much good shit to make a thumbnail for this episode.
Oh my
It's
god.
tough.
Just like use 5 of his
Yeah.
sprites in one thumbnail.
Just 27 Shamspears all over the fucking thumbnail. Why, Mr. Shamspeare?
The tier list after this game will be Shamspeare.
Ooh.
Shamspeare sprite
Shamspeare.
tier list?
That's
Shamspeare's right
good.
there.
That's good.
That is a good tier.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I don't actually think that's a good tier list. But
Hey, listen.
I do.
You make dumb shit tier lists, people tune up for it. They love that shit.
Yeah, people have opinions about dumb
Chat.
shit, let me tell you.
In the YouTube video, let us know in the comments down below if you watch the Shamspeare animation tier list. Why, Mr. Shamspeare, you seem to be losing your composure.
Just one more juror, Mr. Naruhodo. You can do it!
Hey, juror number 4, remember how he's stealing from you?
Oh, yeah, right.
Fuck that
Not
guy.
guilty.
oh, I forgot. I hate him.
Hey, no.
Very well. Continue, counsel.
Oh, I kind of thought that was going to get us the thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe 2 and 3 have 2 and 3 will have new things to say.
I'm very interested
Oh.
in the results of the great detective's investigation at the scene.
Okay. For the
We're the ones who decide the evidence is
Oh, we
worthy of
can't-
consideration
there's
or
only-
not. Us,
there's
the
only-
jury.
Right.
Doesn't like we impress them though.
Okay. Yeah, they look different.
So he's a C. I don't believe in breaking promises. Okay, yeah. So
There's gotta be something with the first. I feel like there has to be something.
yeah,
with him.
press him again.
Or will it change? Oh, I
It's
guess
our
we
only
can
maybe.
see.
shot. We can't press the 3 we've already
The
switched on,
evidence.
so it has to be.
That's right.
That's right. There's no food doubt. And Japanese.
Yeah, and then I make a joke about him being an Englishman with a mustache. Skin. Oh wait, no, that was new.
Yeah, this is new.
Fuck.
Hit the.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do the.
It starts from but the defense.
That was but the defense just demonstrated another possible explanation for all the events on the night in question. What do you make of that?
What, your so-called skin prints?
It's an exciting new forensic investigation technique developed by the great detective himself.
The numerous handprints on the wall are clearly out of the ordinary. And if Mr. Shamspeare had indeed put his mouth to the gas pipe on the night in question, it can't be denied that there's a possibility that's where the poison was.
Well, yes. I won't deny that it's playing on my mind. But as the prosecution rightly says, we should pay no heed to unacceptable forms of evidence.
Yeah, but what if you did it
Besides-
anyway?
Yeah. Yes?
Even if the fella has been up to some mischief with the gas pipe dozens of times before,
Oh, he's gotten into mischief with pipes dozens of times, let me tell you.
doesn't mean he got up to the same shenanigans on the night in question, does it?
Oh.
If you can't make your case better than that, I'm afraid I can't change my stance.
You do make a very valid point, sir.
And she flip-flops back to guilty.
What?
That's true. Perhaps I was a little hasty.
No, wait!
Look, you've got your chance here, haven't you? So it's time to prove your theory. If you and your Japanese cohorts can, that is.
Just leave our nationality out of this, please! For real!
Mr. Naruhodo, if we can't substantiate our position, I'm afraid the jurors that changed their minds before may very well change them back.
What can I do? Is there any more proof I can give here? Can I show that Mr. Shamspeare really did blow down the gas pipe on the night in question? Supporting testimony.
From who?
Garadeb. Garadeb said the lights went out around 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
The lights flickered
yeah.
around 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, wait, go into the court record. Do we have
we don't have his testimony
uh,
written down.
A
but-
statement?
No, but I'm assuming if they give me the thing saying corroborating testimony, then
Yeah.
probably we call in Garadeb. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, in truth, I don't have evidence to support my theory. However, there is witness testimony that substantiates it.
What's that? Testimony?
This is incredible! Whose testimony?
I love juror number 3. I came from hating
He's
this guy in the
great.
last game. I fucking love this dude.
He's great.
Yes, it's all connected. Everything is linked. A person whose testimony revealed details
Okay, there we
about
go.
the gas at Garadeb residence that night, namely, Mr. Garadeb. Would you believe it?
The Girthmeister himself.
Well, Mr. Foreman? Oh, no.
No.
Does that convince you?
Oh, weird. Okay.
Phew. I don't think he was listening.
Rest assured, counsel, I shan't let nonsensical answers go without penalty.
I thought I got away with it.
Oh, it has to be someone
there
who
has to be someone
actually
who already
talked
spoke
about it.
Oh.
Who did talk about
Did-
it?
It can only be
Natsume?
it can only be Natsume or
Yeah.
Shamspeare.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people in the chat saying when they got here, they did the same thing. That's what I thought too. But I obviously chose the wrong person.
Okay. So
We have to go back and press all that again. That's annoying.
Because I don't think Shamspeare mentioned anything about his own room's lights flickering.
Yeah.
And it would have been weird for him to have said something like that. So
Okay. Yep, music
There we
stopped.
go. Okay.
Obviously, I'm talking about the defendant, Mr. Suseki Natsume himself.
The defendant?
I forgot he was even on trial in this case. At the very beginning of the proceedings here in court yesterday, Mr. Natsume said the following.
My lodgings! There's been a whole series of unfortunate events happening in my lodgings. Even on that fateful night it happened when I returned from Mr. Shamspeare's room. I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out and somebody tried to kill me.
Okay, I'll do it. On the night in question, the gas in the defendant's room went out.
Hey, Jason in the chat getting my series of unfortunate events, Joe.
Wow, but yeah, penultimate peril. Holy shit. Wow. I think that book franchise was what made me think that penultimate is my favorite word in the English language. I love that word.
It's a very good word.
Yeah. It's beautiful to say. It's like rarely used, but like really fun to use when you can. It's a good word.
Yeah.
So I asked the court, was that a mere coincidence or not?
Hey, listen. Jason just said he always comes in at the right time.
God
Nice,
damn it.
Jason.
God damn it.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
My name's Ryan. So that Shamspeare fellow blew air into the gas pipe to make the man's stove go out on purpose?
Now hold your horses there. What would he do that for?
Mr. Foreman,
What is it, man?
we cannot allow judgment to be passed whilst this doubt remains. That's good. It's true that I don't have conclusive evidence yet. However, you must
Neither
surely...
does he, so...
Na boo boo. You must surely agree that there is more to this case than meets the eye. Just like a
It's
transformer.
a transformer! Yeah.
Ah,
King Curon, go off.
No, you mean LT Drake go off.
Well, no, both of them are
Is
huge
King
Transformer heads.
They're both Transformers
Yeah.
fans? I didn't know that King Huron.
Yeah, King Curon's profile pic in the Discord is a Transformer.
Oh, is it Transformer?
Yeah. Pretty sure it is still. Was at one point.
Yeah, the Transformers fans coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Like I said at the outset.
Several people in the chat saying, I'm also a Transformers fan. And I'm Spartacus. And I'm Spartacus.
I'm a man of logic, first and foremost.
You're a man of skullduggery,
Hey.
first and foremost.
Skullduggery.
Skullduggery. That's 4 jurors leaning towards not guilty, my lord. We've overturned the decision. Therefore, the defense calls for the trial to continue. Hey, Van Zieks.
As the defense has rightfully indicated, the summation examination has concluded with a majority of jurors altering their decisions. 2 jury members now call guilty, 4 now call not guilty. Therefore, the jury's opinion is conflicted and in accordance with the law of this land. I hereby order the continuation of this trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's losing it.
Oh, I just realized also that if I do this, Wes becomes the judge. Because he's on a display capture. I'm not capturing the window, so me just moving the window up and down. That's funny.
That is funny.
I could do fun things with that. I'll think about that.
Yeah. Listen, that's how we make our VTube models right there.
Mr. William Shamspeare.
My lord, how can thy humble Shamspeare serve thee?
What say you in response to the various revelations made during the summation examination?
So God mend me, I do solemnly swear. I recall aught of either, the lamp or the pipe.
but your handprints have made a tidy mess all over the wall there. How'd you explain that, eh?
What?
Ah! I am done with this. The dignity. I don't need this bottle anymore.
I'm finished.
Someone fetch me another. The dignity of this great courtroom has been sullied enough already. Juror number 5.
Who, me?
As I went to some pains to point out already. A print from the self-professed detective's toy has no place in a British court of law. As such, whether or not this man did indeed stand before the gas lamp with his hands against the wall remains, at this time, unestablished conjecture. You would all do well to remember that.
But the prosecution must concede that it would be extremely simple to verify. Just order the mouth of the gas pipe feeding that lamp in Mr. Shamspeare's room to be examined. If there are traces of poison there...
What appears to be extremely simple is my Nipponese friend's mind.
Van Zeeks, go take a long walk off a short pier. Like, goddamn.
You will recall that in order to check for the presence of poison in the tea, some remnants of tea were required.
Yes?
Therefore, it shouldn't be beyond your wit to imagine that even if poison were to have been spread on the pipe, it would have completely evaporated by now, making any analysis impossible.
Dude, I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't think of that.
In any case, counsel, I fail to see what could possibly have motivated the man to do as you describe. Why on earth would this fellow have wanted to blow air into the gas pipework where he lived?
There's only one possibility I can think of, and that is to use the leaking gas to commit murder. Okay.
Wow, they didn't even have us,
Thank
pick it out.
Christ.
Order! Order! Counsel! Precisely whose life do you propose this man was plotting to end?
The answer couldn't be simpler. Now that we've unraveled the mystery so far, Mr. Shamspeare wanted to end the life of... It's Garadeb. Not Garadeb, it's Natsume. If a gas lamp were to go out, it would be noticed immediately, of course. But a gas stove, on the other hand, could be silently extinguished by the killer without anyone noticing.
I live round those parts myself, so I know what it's like. I can tell you, trying to sleep without the stove lit is pretty much suicide. You freeze to death in no time.
Mr. Garadeb, the landlord, has a large fireplace in his part of the residence on the top floor. In other words, it wasn't the landlord, but a fellow lodger whose life Mr. Shamspeare was trying to end.
Outrageous!
I'm talking, of course, about the defendant. Mr. Natsume isn't the villain in this case. He's the victim this man was trying to murder.
Good gracious!
I hope we get a Shamspeare, hold it or objection.
I hope we get it. Well, there was already a hold it for him, and it didn't make a sound, so he's unvoiced. I want to see what his breakdown is, though. That's going to be very exciting.
Sure. Yeah. The accused is actually the aggrieved. Interesting. However, the fundamental facts of the case remain unchanged. Namely, that the accused is the aggressor here.
No, it's literally... What? How can you still claim that?
Let us indulge your fancies for a moment and assume that there was indeed poison on the mouth of the gas pipe. The question that then arises is who put it there?
Who did put it there?
The only logical conclusion is that the person responsible was aware of this man's trickery with the gas supply and his intent to kill.
Yes, that would indeed seem logical.
Wait, was it the bee man who did it?
No.
That would be wild.
I feel like
Yeah, I don't know.
didn't they say that with juror number 3, like, because the gas went fucking crazy, like he inhaled so much of the gas he passed out? That's what I thought they were going for, but now I'm confused.
Well,
No,
yeah, I mean,
no,
strychnine was in his system.
Yeah,
so
strychnine was
he
found in
okay.
the system.
So he was poisoned. So I'm thinking maybe the bee boy did it. Maybe?
I've suspected. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think Meter Man's the only person who could have given him strychnine at this point,
Mm.
unless somehow he managed to give it to himself.
Yeah. Okay. This is interesting.
Yeah.
If the assailant were unaware, how would he or she have known to lace the end of the gas pipe with poison?
So now we must ask, how could anyone have known of Mr. Shamspeare's murderous designs?
You mean to suggest...
Naturally. The sole possible answer to that question couldn't be more obvious. Only the man whose life was being threatened could possibly have known.
What?
In other words, the person who put the poison on the gas pipe in what was a clear retaliatory attack can only have been the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume. Whatever Mr. William Shamspeare may or may not have contrived to do, he was nevertheless the victim of a potentially lethal poison attack. And the only person who could possibly have perpetrated that attack is the accused, Mr. Natsume.
Or maybe it's the guy who was sitting outside waiting, who made sure to tell us only Natsume went into that room. It's almost like if Meter Man's lying about that, then everything falls apart.
The defense counsel's theorizing has failed to avert suspicion from the accused. Far from it.
That is such a wild interpretation of what we have done, but sure, go off, King.
In fact, now that a clear motive for the poisoning has been successfully established,
What?
that suspicion is greater than ever.
No, it's literally not.
Would you not agree, my Nipponese friend?
No, I wouldn't. But I guess I'm gonna freak out. Ah! How did he manage to turn that around on me so rapidly?
Mr. Naruto, you must respond. Otherwise, the members of the jury may very well change their leanings against us again. And this may be our last chance to gain the advantage.
What advantage?
Well, it would seem that somebody put poison on the gas pipe in Mr. Shamspeare's room. So we must name that person now and absolve Mr. Natsume of guilt.
You mean, name the true culprit?
I know it might sound impossible, but if we fail to do that, I have no doubt that Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed once and for all.
As it happens, one possible culprit does come to mind. The evidence, the poison, It's all pointing to a particular person now.
The prosecution calls for the jury to consider their leanings again. I trust you'll make the correct choice this time, Mr. Foreman. What? Oh, don't you worry. We know exactly what.
There is one other person who I believe could have been involved in all of this. The true culprit of this crime.
The true culprit?
A term found only in second-rate novels, featuring third-rate great detectives, my Nipponese friend. But why not? This farce has gone on for so long already, I see no reason to cut it short before its disappointing climax.
No, my climaxes are very impressive, I'll have you know.
Tell us, my learned Nipponese friend, what is your latest theory? Who is the so-called true culprit of this crime?
So,
Olive Green.
yeah.
Ah,
She was comatose
I
when it
mean-
happened, so.
it has to be Metterman.
It's either Metaman or Tenepe Quimby, but it's probably him, because remember, he was watching outside of
That's
the
what I'm
fucking
saying.
window.
Yeah. Again, this whole thing relies on his testimony that only Natsume could have been in there. And we already know he's mad that not being able to figure out why Shamspeare was stealing caused him to get his salary docked.
Yeah.
It's a
So
we
he
have
poisoned the
motive.
pipe. He poisoned the pipe in the off chance he was blowing into it, so that he would know that it was him.
Yeah.
Or just to get rid of him so there was one less person stealing gas that he'd get in trouble for not figuring out.
Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
did mention that this was actually cutting into his salary.
Yeah.
That's true. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, so again, he's the key/only witness, and he does have motive. Plus, again, there's not that many other characters it could be.
Uh-oh.
You claim this person is the true culprit.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Highly
guess not.
suspicious, I would say. Yes. Oh no.
Perhaps, my learned Nipponese friend, you should turn those wide eyes of suspicion on yourself.
Oh my God.
Is it?
I think
like
it is Olive Green.
Garrett?
Because she suspected that he killed her fucking lover.
Yeah, but how did she get into his house?
Well, I mean, but still.
Yeah. How did she get into his house?
Hey man, there's a whole second half to this case that we have to do. I bet that's what it's going to be about.
Yeah. I get.
Wasn't
I'm
she
like,
in a
how
coma then?
I'm like, how would we have known that she was there to do it?
Man, I'm also gonna feel double bad because I don't want to make her a killer, but
Yeah.
damn.
Okay. What? Well, I get people are like, yeah. Well, that's what we were supposed to prove is how she got in. But also, by that logic, were we supposed to arrive at the conclusion that it was Olive in the first place?
No, we'll see
If
what
we have
happens.
no
We'll see what
evidence,
happens.
if we have no evidence to prove it was Olive
Yeah.
at this time,
Yeah.
and we need to get the evidence, how are we supposed to know it was her in the first place?
I mean, she could have been lying about not going to meet whoever it was that had evidence, although I thought that would be Shamspeare, actually, so who knows.
Or maybe
Yeah.
did she sneak out? Did she sneak out of the hospital?
Very possible.
It's just-
because Sholmes
yeah,
has done it 300
but
times.
I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say that
Oh,
somehow she
hold
got
the
in?
phone.
And that's how she would have gotten the strychnine was from the hospital as well.
This piece of evidence that we forgot about, torn off end of envelope, that's the envelope that was the letter that we found that was telling her, hey, I know who killed your brother. She had it at the scene of the crime and left it there on accident. I bet that's it.
Oh, okay.
How did she
okay.
get into the
So
room, Wes?
that's-
We'll figure that out, but she has
Well,
been
no.
there.
Well, no. I think. Well, the letter was Shamspeare telling her to come there.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, but
Wait,
no, but
she
it
could've-
was going to a
she
coffee
could have
shop
never.
nearby.
She could have never reached the pipe to put strychnine on it. She's only 1 foot tall.
That's true,
She's
too.
too tiny.
Yeah.
She's too
It would
small.
be impossible.
Yeah. I'll be curious how this plays out because, like, how did she find time to poison the pipe while he was there?
We'll figure it out.
Was he there? Yeah, we'll get to that.
Perhaps, my learned Nipponese friend, you should turn those wide eyes of suspicion on yourself.
What?
For it seems to me that your reckless reasoning makes you far more than anyone else you could name.
Yeah, whatever.
A very dangerous man indeed.
That's a ridiculous thing to say to me, but sure. Gah.
Mr. Naruhodo, please, you must concentrate.
I was trying to.
Then you must concentrate harder.
Hush. True culprit. That's a bummer. But it's olive green. The name of the person responsible for the poison that afflicted Mr. Shamspeare is, I believe, Miss Olive Green.
Miss Olive Green. Miss Olive Green. I do feel as though I've heard that name in the recent past, Counsel, but I don't recall where.
I think it was 3 days ago at this point, Judge.
Miss Olive
6 days ago.
Green. The woman from 6 days ago.
This fucking picture is always good to me.
The victim in the recent case of stabbing on Briar Road. An incident for which Mr. Natsume was arrested, I hasten to add.
I also do think it's really funny that, like, they think Natsume got out of jail, then immediately went to murder someone else.
And
I
also
know.
to murder somebody else that lived in his fucking building, which is
Right, like,
2 feet
it's one of
away
those
from the
things
other
that-
person that he got accused of murdering.
Right, like one of those things where it's like, there's no way you could use it as part of this case, 'cause that's not how this game works, but
Right.
it'd be really funny to be like, yo, you guys really think this dude was dumb enough to just get away from one murder charge, and then immediately go to murder someone? Like, on my way home from
Yeah.
jail, I grabbed some strychnine and tried to kill someone else?
Yeah.
It's in a sense silly to even think that Natsume would even do this.
Of course, yes, Miss Green. She was left comatose for some 3 days, I believe. But I hear she regained consciousness 2 days ago.
And I hardly need remind the court that Mr. Shamspeare's poisoning took place 3 days ago. Given that the woman was lying comatose in a hospital bed at the time, she appears to have a rather fine alibi.
True. On the night that the incident occurred, Miss Green was in the hospital, unconscious. So on the face of it, it would seem that she couldn't possibly be responsible.
Oh,
But still.
So she poisoned it before. She poisoned it. So the day of the incident with
The
the
stabbing.
first incident with Natsume,
Yeah.
that's when she did
Could be
it.
that too. Could be that too.
That's what I think. She
My-
did it then, and that's where she was leaving Shamspeare's house, and she got hit.
My colleagues and I visited Miss Green in the hospital yesterday, and we found her to be in possession of a bottle of poison.
Good gracious, she had poison.
And there is another fact that links Miss Green to this case as well. The defense requests that she be brought to the witness stand in order to explain the details to the court.
Tell me, Mr. Shamspeare.
My lord, pray, what be thy bidding?
Were you not paying attention for a second?
Are you acquainted with Miss Green?
No, never heard of her. Judging by the look on Mr. Shamspeare's face, I think perhaps he genuinely doesn't know her. At least, not by name.
As the
Talking to her
voice
in her
of
hospital room, bro.
Yeah, we literally saw them.
As the voice of Her Majesty's prosecution here, I adhere to my word. We will see my learned Nipponese friend's farce through to its conclusion.
I appreciate that.
The prosecution requests a short recess, my lord, in order to subpoena the witness and bring her here.
Yes, Miss Olive Green.
Indeed, my lord. 1 hour should be sufficient.
Very well. I grant the request.
Excellent. I hope.
The defense has made a most extraordinary accusation, I must say. But at the present time, I feel the prosecution's argument remains largely uncontested. Accordingly, I'm afraid the defendant and his culpability remain the sole subject of this court's attention. Thank you, counsels. We will reconvene in 1 hour. Court is adjourned.
All right. Great stopping point.
Yeah, it really is. I am worried because the next court section is probably not going to be done in 1 session. So
Oh, is it a long one?
it is longer, yes. There are, I think,
wow.
4 cross-examinations in it. Folks, that's going to do it for another Ace Attorney with an actual lawyer. Again, you want to watch this live, you can do it on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Woo! And hey, support us on patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. Because that's the best way to show support to the contenters you love. Content creators you love. Contenters you love, I think is what I said. The contenter. I'm a contenter. That's what I tell people.
He contents all the time.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. Zach's about to content. Look out.
Why'd you say
Well,
it
don't
like that?
say it like that.
Yeah. Oh no, my 2 hands are against the wall. I'm gonna content.
What? Okay, well.
That's exactly why I said it like
yeah,
that.
I hate it.
Well, Zach, it's partly on you for expounding on it.
Folks, well, you know me. I'm always good at saying yes and. Folks, stick
Yeah.
around for art. Because until next time, court is adjourned. Ham with some art I made today. I'm quite proud of it. Yeah, I love this. The like menacing evil villain hand you drew on the side is great.
Yeah, the.
Toads and Moss, more Chapter 2 art for the new DLC XAU because I love doing characters and outfit designs. Or character and outfit designs. These outfits are for for Case 2-2 Turnabout Masquerade. In this case, a murder takes place during a masquerade ball. Love that setup.
Very cool.
These are really dope. I love me some good mask shit. Wow.
Masquerade.
And the Franziska is also awesome. So hell yeah. Very, very cool. Just a random idiot. I've been obsessed with Ace Attorney fan musical Turnabout. An Ace Attorney musical since Act 2 was released on Saturday. Ended up learning how to animate on Clip Studio Paint just because of this 1 minute moment made me go insane. All right, 1, 2, 3.
You're not alone, Miles. Your friends are here to help you through it. I'm here.
Phoenix could take Edward's hand at this point.
We could reopen those cases, run fair trials. Someday we could even help bring back the jury. From both sides of the courtroom. We'll change the world together.
That's an incredibly ambitious proposal, right?
It's how you saved me all those years ago. Fighting for justice, protecting the innocent. You changed my life that day.
You don't mean that class trial? Don't tell me
That's
you really
stupid.
became a defense attorney just because of that. Because of me.
Well, maybe?
Phoenix,
What? What am I supposed to say?
you don't have to say anything.
Beat. An embrace of some sort may be shared here.
Aw. Oh,
Aw.
that's so cute.
Oh,
That
Also,
was great.
your first time animating in Clip Studio, like that was awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, seriously,
That was
great.
so good. Amazing. Hell yeah, just a random idiot. Trying my best. Drew a little Clavi because I love him so much. Yeah. Oh, this is dope.
Yeah, he's very cool.
I love him standing on top of the amp there like that. That's awesome. Sky was feeling silly this last week, so I got fan art of Shamspeare dead in a glue trap.
Unlucky.
Alas, poor Yorick, I am trepid.
Yeah. It also makes me want to see him in the fucking Yamcha pose in the crater. And then Iris in one of those cars for kids that have motors in them. No Harlock Sholmes report in the making of this. Yo. Those cars. Do they still make those cars? I've never seen.
They do.
Infamously dorky with I don't have computer access right now and I'm on data, but I had to draw Sith Lord Garadeb, I promised, from last week.
Yes.
These are so good.
Yes.
My powers have doubled since last we met, Mr. Garadeb.
Good. Twice the pride, double the belly fall.
It's so good.
Fuck, it's so good.
That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Also, it's fun to see because I feel like we see a lot of your digital art, Dorky. It's been a while since we've seen like any
sketch work.
This is good. It's cool.
That's very good.
Also, at this point, if you give me any Garadeb and it says Bally in the sentence anywhere, I'm like, yeah, it's funny. It's just funny.
It's so funny.
And
oh my
Val
god.
immediately following this with Dorky drawing Garadeb awoke something. First off,
the Emperor Darth Vader.
Fucking his wife is Darth Vader just standing there holding the pot. And then you gotta give me this one.
Unlimited belly power!
I love that we literally said, give me anything saying Bally and we'll laugh. It's so fucking good. My cheeks hurt from smiling too much now.
Fuck, this is so funny.
Her slapping him into the pit. It's all so good. A chart meme of bad puns that my Tumblr mutual sent me and I drew. If you can't see, lawful evil is acro. Okay.
Chef's kiss? Do they really?
The bird flew. Yeah, they tend to do that.
You're telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
What's upstairs? Oh, they can't talk.
What's upstairs?
Oh, what's upstairs?
Oh, they can't talk.
That's fucking funny.
Based on what?
Apartment complex. I find it quite simple. Look at me.
Look at me.
Road work ahead. Sure. I sure hope it. Yeah, I sure hope it does.
That's one of my favorites. I love the fucking joke.
Wood-fired pizza? How's pizza gonna get a job now?
You're telling me a gingerbread this man?
These are all so good.
That's a good.
These are all
that's a
so
good.
good.
Joke.
I love these. Chef Pee-Pee, Know Your Lagomorphs, featuring Usato and Hairlock.
Aw, listen, Susato's adorable. Herlock looks
Yeah.
fucking. He's
made
about
him
to
so
murder
evil.
you. They're both so good.
Yeah. Spider-Fan, hi! I made a DLC outfit for Van Zeek's. Sherlock's was a mix of Western and Eastern style, so I went with something similar for his. Included a version of the same design, of some design notes for a close-up because I suffered to get his face right. Yeah, wow.
That's great.
No, it's really good. I love the boots,
love
what you did with the boots.
Yeah.
The fan on the
Little
side.
fan accessory is great.
The like crest on the torso. I almost called it a cummerbund. It's definitely not called that. It's really, really cool. Society with, okay, I've gone back to put together a design for the Skull Can Stand Smooth Criminal. The original plan was to put it into a drawing I already made, but I figured that I could make more use of what I've learned about the style through the past dozen stand drawings. Yes, that's right. I've made exactly 12 prior to this, and that seems wild to me. And redo the Skull Cans.
Yeah.
I'm happy with these two. I may redesign a couple other stands I've been unhappy with, but that's it, to be honest. Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Like, Society, I'll never get tired of seeing like characters drawn in the fucking JoJo style. Their stand being like split in half because it's two of them is really it's good. Like
and them like interlocking arms and doing the same pose together.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. Cheryl with hi. So some weeks ago, you guys said something about Susato dressing up as the judge. I wanted to paint her with the Japanese judge's crest thingy ever since. Late, but yay. This is so good.
This is very good.
The spikes on different parts of her body is like it's doing it for me.
her fucking eye makeup is killer. Like her eyes look so fucking good in this. You crushed her makeup. Damn.
Yeah. Mocha with I didn't do a lot of art the last few weeks, but I did spend an arm and a leg on official plushies. Now kids. Are they
they're so
they are
cute.
shaped like that? Gnomes with a gas lamp. Gatekeep girl boss.
Incredible.
I do love this character. I want to see his ass fried, but I do love him.
Yeah, man.
King Kieran with a collection of doodles including Bluey Kazuma, an obvious Animaniacs reference, and Suseki using a super bell.
Yes!
Thank you for the Skin Prince joke.
Skin Prince? I don't think so.
Also, Natsume.
Yeah, please don't skin Prince, please.
Also, drawing a Makoto's in there. Very good. The teapot the teacup is not guilty. Very good. And Natsume in the fucking
cat suit.
It's so good. It's so good. I just want to see him.
I want the cat power up, locum student Naruhodo Esquire.
Carlos with Susato. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, she's so pretty.
No, yeah. The details on this are really good. The shading and the lighting and the coloring is all fantastic. Soapy.
I think it's fine.
Yes. Drawing. Soapy drew Luke from Leighton in the Yamcha death pose, and now we have Shamspeare in the Yamcha death pose, just laying next to each other. Also, mad respect that you didn't just 100% copy the exact same crater. They are slightly different. Dessert Plate Man with I've never drawn a pinup and I wanted to give it a shot, so I have a lady. I hope this is appropriate spicy level. Again, I think this is appropriate spicy level.
I personally think it's fine.
This is, hey man, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I also think it's really good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just personally biased, but
Chrono Wizard was out for dinner tonight, so I only have this thing I made based on Andrew Garfield at the Oscars. Van Zeeks, you're going to have to beat the Susato takedown before you get to me. You're going to have to tangle with the great detective.
Visible cringe.
Also, the little Gregson in the far right and the iris in the background is also really good. And Beb rushed to finish this, but I was thinking about the fact that there's probably still a cat flap in the Old Bailey. Yeah, I bet they didn't fix that fucking door, huh?
Well, no, the cat flap hasn't been made yet.
Oh, that's right. No, this is super cute, and I love the fine red dot background. Very cute, though. This is adorable. And great shading, great everything.
Yeah.